Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to my channel. As you can tell from the title of this video, this is a tarot reading where I have channeled messages from Spirit for your zodiac signs based on what you need to hear right now for your sun, moon, and rising. If you don't know your top 3 signs, I've left a link in the description box where you can go find that out. But if you just want to look at your sun sign, that is cool too. Whatever resonates with you. And yeah, we'll just get straight into the readings. You can look at the timestamps below. Hello, my Aries, sun, moon, and rising. Sun, moon, or rising. This is your reading for the day and what you need to hear right now. So, I feel like you guys have been going through a lot of changes lately, whether that be external or internal, possibly conflict or professional differences. There's definitely some turbulence happening right now, maybe for creative projects. Maybe it's just you arguing with yourself. So I'm definitely seeing that Spirit is encouraging you to take a breather, Aries, and do a lot of stopping to reflect right now, which can be difficult, especially if you're dealing with difficult people. Or I know that the energy right now is it's a little bit turbulent, but yeah, I definitely see Spirit encouraging you to take time to step away, to reflect, to kind of count to 10 would be all beneficial for you, so that you can gain a new perspective of what's going on and see things in a different light. Anything else my Aries need to know? Yeah, so Aries, I'm picking up that you might be feeling a little bit insecure lately. And it certainly doesn't look like it to other people, but I'm sensing that, you know what, maybe this is definitely more an inner battle than anything else. And maybe it's so conflicting within yourself that it's starting to appear outside of yourself in your relationships and your work relationships and the people around you, because it's like something sticky under the surface that you're dealing with. And I think that people can pick up on that subconsciously, or maybe subconsciously you're kind of looking for a fight just because it kind of validates how you're already feeling. If you can put a label to it or a name to it and say, well, this person did that, so this is why I'm upset, it kind of gives the mind some comfort, instead of just being upset and not knowing why. Because that can definitely be frustrating, feeling like I'm getting the sense that you could almost easily invalidate your own feelings and stuff, because of that. So yeah, I'm definitely getting the message that you need to turn that fiery warrior energy inwards. And I'm not saying that you need to like attack yourself or battle yourself. I'm just saying you need to connect to your self-worth and know what you deserve, and say no to all the mental or emotional turmoil that's going on inside. Like, you almost need to stand up to yourself and say, no, we're not going through this again. No, we're not doing this to ourselves again. You need to pull on that inner strength and that inner warrior archetype. And instead of like, because it's interesting, because a lot of the time we associate the warrior archetype with someone who's constantly fighting and in battle, but the evolved warrior is one who knows peace and knows love. And that's what they fight for. That's what they deem worthy enough to fight for, right? So it's like spirit's kind of saying you need to pick up the sword, but do it for love. Do it for the love that you need to have for yourself. Maybe you need to take care of yourself more. Maybe you need to give yourself more of a break. Like I said, maybe you need to take some time away from people, take some time in reflection. Even if it's just tiny things throughout the day, you need to fight for yourself, fight for your right to have inner peace and outer peace, and don't just settle for the battle and the chaos that's going on in your life right now. Don't just settle for that. Don't let it torment you and make you feel bitter and resenting towards the world. You have the power here, so remind yourself that you have the power here, that you are actually in control, and you're fucking tough as nails, Aries. Like, honestly, no matter what your other signs are, like, you fucking got this. No other sign is more courageous or capable, okay? So step into your fucking boots of power. Do whatever you need to do to hype yourself up and remind yourself of your power. Whether that's literally like putting on an outfit that makes you feel really good and confident, putting on makeup that makes you feel confident, working out, you know, whatever your method is, do that. Yeah, just be your own hype person right now, and give yourself what you need. Yeah. I love your energy. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was beneficial for you. Yeah, I love you guys. Okay, hi Taurus, sun, moon, or rising. Thank you for being here. You guys seem like you're doing all right now. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of calming, beautiful energy. Like, I'm picturing just sitting on a bench outside in like a park near a lake with just crickets and the sound of nature around us. Very calming, grounded energy, Taurus. Yeah, that's nice. I feel like we're immersed in this energy, or you're immersed in this energy right now for a reason. I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to contemplate a creative project or business venture that you've been considering lately, that you think you might go on. I'm getting a very mature, wise approach to this. Like, you don't just jump right into things. You like to sit with things for a while and, you know, really mull things over and retreat and go into a bit of solitude. And that's such a admirable approach to life and to making decisions. Very wise. because nobody knows the answer better than you do, Taurus. And that's one of the very special things about you is you don't need to go to other people or rely on other people to make your decisions for you. They say that, you know, the Taurus, you're a fixed sign, that you can be stubborn and everything, but that's actually an advantage that you have too. I mean, it's always important to be open-minded as well, but there's something also very, what's the word that I'm looking for? It gives you an advantage to trust your own gut and trust your own mind and opinions and feelings over anything else. And I just see you taking time to step away and decide whether or not you want to pursue this creative endeavor or business venture or investment. And yeah, Spirit's just giving you a little affirmation here that you are doing things exactly as you should be. That they are encouraging you to seek solitude as well, to seek reflection, to connect to yourself, to connect to higher wisdom, and first and foremost, consult yourself. You can absolutely consult other people as well, but they're just saying that you know best. Yeah, it seems like you're doing that. If you're not, this is your subtle reminder to do that. Because, yeah, and especially if you are spiritual, connecting to your higher self, your angels and guides, because they're with you right now. And yeah, I just see a lot of emotional abundance right now, a lot of healing, a time for rest. Yeah, very beautiful reading. Trying to see if there's anything else. No, I think that's all for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, guys. All right. Hi, Geminis, Sun, Moon, and Rising. It was funny when I was pulling out your cards, I was getting a very like playful, cheeky energy. Kind of reminded me of fairies, to be honest, of like you're just flitting around doing thing after thing, and you it's like you don't even want to stop or stand still to listen to the reading. Like you're go go go, busy busy busy. Yeah, I feel you. I feel like you are very busy right now with projects, whether they're work related, home projects, creative projects. Yeah, just organizing something. You're keeping busy with stuff, and it seems like it seems like you're enjoying what you're doing, but I'm also getting a bit of a stubborn energy, and I'm not sure if it's stubborn in the way of like you don't want you feel like if you even stop for a second that all your motivation will be lost and you won't move forward with it. Or like maybe that's happened to you in the past where you're like all in with a project and then something comes up, your attention is drawn elsewhere, and then you just don't go back to it, and this is important to you and you really want to finish it. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting, and that's why even for this reading you're like, no, I don't want to stop. Like, no, I want to keep going. I don't want to let this go. You want to see the end result of it. Yeah, I'm getting this is very important to you. Maybe it's the very beginning of a business that you're creating, or even building some family foundation, like a project with the house, or you might even be carrying a baby. And maybe there are projects around the house like the nursery, or certain classes that you're taking, or things that you're studying. That's just one example. Whatever this project is, it's important to you, and it's important to you that you're nurturing it and giving it your all. There is an emotional attachment here, and maybe you're not used to that, and you want to make sure that you give it all the care and attention in the world, which is very honorable, and it's a very nice energy. I'm just like, my God, I feel winded talking right now. Like, my heart is going really fast. Like, and maybe that's the message for you from Spirit right now, is that you need to maybe, as much as you might not want to, take a little time for yourself to take care of yourself. And that doesn't mean that you have to stop working at what you're working at, but it will be better for you and the project in the long run if you're also taking care of yourself, because you don't want to go too hard and burn out. And I see that you're a little bit concerned here about losing sight of the vision of your project and where you want it to end up. And you're worried if you take your eye off the ball that something's going to go wrong with this. But and maybe it has happened before, but Spirit just wants you to know that this project is destined to get finished. Whatever this is, it's meant to be completed, and you're meant to see it through. So you can breathe peacefully, or a little bit more peacefully, knowing that. And just know that the quality of it and of your life will be greatly improved if you do take time to breathe and implement more self-care practices. Yeah. But yeah, you will see it through for sure. It's definitely coming in. And like, I'm sensing that a lot of abundance in the heart chakra energy center, when it is completed. But just also remind yourself that it's not always about the end product, because a lot of the time when we do finish a project, we'll look back with fondness or nostalgia over what it took to get there. And so if you can, Spirit's just saying, like, let yourself appreciate the little stuff along the way too. And yeah, you got this. So that's all I have for you. Thank you guys for being here. Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your reading. Wow. I'm just giddy for you guys right now. Wow. Beautiful energy coming through. It feels like Christmas morning or something. Yeah, very beautiful. I'm sensing so much abundance. I'm kind of sensing like light, or like dawn after a storm that's lasted a long time. like before we had Weather Network and, you know, say there's just this horrible storm and you're out at sea and it's been going on for several days and you have no idea when it's going to break. It feels like it might not break. And this just feels like, oh my God, the clouds are parting. I forgot that that was possible, that the clouds could even part. I forgot that the sun still existed, you know? That's kind of the energy I'm getting. It's like just calm after the storm, but not even calm, it's just joy. That's the energy I'm getting for you right now. And a very like playful, I'm getting humor. Yeah, just all around really nice energy. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of reaping rewards right now, or if not right now, you will be very soon. And that could be in the relationship department or financially abundance. But yeah, your heart is going to be very full, very, very full. There's even something you've been wanting for a while, Cancers. There's something you've had your eye on for a while, and maybe because of the storm and everything you've been going through, you pushed it aside and figured like, well, like I won't even hope for that. Like I just want to feel okay. So I won't even bother dreaming about that thing that I've been wanting for a while, but I actually see it in your sight. Like it's right there. It's a little bit away still, but it's like in your vision, Cancer. And that's amazing news. And it's like now that the storm is cleared, you can kind of hope for it again, which will ultimately bring it closer to you. But this thing that you've been wanting or trying to manifest, that you maybe took a break from wanting and manifesting, it definitely feels like it's meant to be, and that it was written. It was always written that you would have it. It was just a timing issue, Cancer. It was just a timing issue. And spirit, your higher self, they have your best interest at heart. Even if it hasn't seemed like it lately, they do. And yeah, so you'll see when you get this thing, you'll see, you'll be able to look back and think, oh, okay, yeah, I wouldn't have wanted that back then. I wouldn't have wanted that while I was going through this, because it would have taken away from the joy that I experienced. Yeah. But this thing, like, whether it's a person, a place, a job, finances, whatever, you're definitely going to be able to grab onto it with both hands and hold it. Yeah, I'm getting that sense very strongly. And your emotions are going to be flipped upside down, Cancer. I feel like you've really been going through it lately. And this feels like a 180 on your emotions. I just feel like you've been suffering for so long, or down, or feeling numb even. And this is just going to flip all that. It's like a spark of like hope again. Because receiving this thing, and all of that emotional abundance and joy coming in, it's not only about the thing you're receiving, it's about the way that you view the world. And I feel like maybe you felt a little betrayed by the world lately, or maybe you haven't trusted it a lot lately, but that's going to change too. So yes, this is your little bell going off to say it's okay to hope for things. It's okay to want things. It's okay to reach out, grab, and take the things. So when something comes along, Cancer, make sure you actually grab it and accept it into your world, into your life. That's important. Know that you are worthy of it, that you deserve it, that it is real. This isn't a trick. Okay? So when it comes up, take it. All right? Yeah, don't push it away. Make sure you take it. Because it's very real for you, okay? It's very real for you. And you are very loved. I'm just being called to add that on too, that you are very loved. All right. That's all I am seeing for you, Cancers. Thank you for being here. Sending you love. Bye. Hello, my beautiful Leos, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your reading. So right now, I feel like you're kind of laying low, Leos. I get this sense that you're hard at work on something right now, whether that's a project, just like, or general work, or you're working on yourself. I just see you kind of like with your head down, working away. But I see that you are working towards something specific that you want. Whether that's like a version of yourself who you want to step into, like a higher version of yourself, or there is someone who you have your eye on and you're wanting to build yourself up, or build something to impress them. I'm kind of getting that energy. And it's interesting because I feel like even for those of you who are doing this inner work or outer work, with someone in mind who you want to be with, be in a relationship with, or whatever, regardless of why you're doing it or who you're doing it for, it will be good for you. Obviously, your self-esteem, and you will be just benefiting your own spiritual growth, for sure. You might be in school or taking some courses or classes in something. This is something obviously that aligns with what you want too. I'm just thinking that this person who you have your eye on, or this person that you look up to, might be in the corner of your mind, and it's like a benefit that they get to see you do this, and they get to see you working hard at something you love, and watch you evolve and level up and do this. You have a feeling that they're going to be proud of you or be very impressed by you for doing this project or taking this class or doing this work. And they will be. I feel like this person is in your life and they are watching you, even if you don't talk that much, even if you just have each other on social media or whatever. I see that they do think about you too, and they do have their eye on you and what you're doing with your life, and they do care about you. Yeah, and this thing is good for you right now. It will only benefit you and help you step into your higher self. For sure. For sure. A lot of good things are going to come out of it. Yeah, the only thing that Spirit is wanting to advise is make sure that you don't focus solely on impressing this other person. Like, that's fine if you have them in the back of your mind, or all of that's fine. But don't let it be the only drive, like, remind yourself of why you chose to go down this path and do this project or do this thing. Like, remind yourself of your own passion for it, and don't forget to go inwards and be proud of yourself. Bring that pride and self-respect in, you know. Be proud of what you're doing, how far you've come, where you're going. Yeah, just a subtle reminder to bring all that attention and validation to yourself, as well as accepting it from other people. But yeah, that's just Spirit's little reminder for you. Yeah. So I think that's all I'm seeing for you, Leos. Thank you so much for being here, and take care. Bye. Hello, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your reading. Before I begin reading the cards, I just want to say, my God, move your body, Virgo. Stretch, do yoga, do some Pilates, work out, dance, do sports, whatever it is, just move your body. My God, I just feel like as soon as I started shuffling for your reading, my back, especially my lower back, it just feels very tight. Okay, Spirit just wants you to move. Yes, strengthen your body. It just feels like, oh my God, things are so tight. Like you've been going and going and going with one thing after another after another. And this doesn't just mean physical tasks, but even in your mind. Like your mind is like so preoccupied with one thing, the next thing, the next thing. And yeah, it's just, it's like pressurizing. And Spirit just wants you to let go and release some of that energy. And I'm getting the main way to do that is through movement. Even through like orgasms, tantra, stuff like that. Like, because it's low in the body. So just like, yeah, grounding and releasing the energy that's pent up there. You have been hard at work, Virgo. You're always hard at work, but you've been hard at work and you have a lot to show for it. Yeah, you have a lot to show for it. I'm kind of seeing like a glow up right now, to be honest. You seem like you're on your game. You know, there's like an elegance and a dignity about you right now. Like all the people in your life are kind of looking at you in awe for all that you have done and all that you do. Yeah, wow. Yeah, so the main message I'm getting from Spirit to tell you too is to appreciate everything that you've done. Like I just said, other people are doing that. Whether or not they're saying it to your face, people are appreciating you right now, Virgo. But Spirit is just saying, make sure that you take a bit of time to appreciate yourself, to reflect, and maybe even just set aside some time and really look at all that you've done. I mean, you could go from your whole life, or you could reflect on the last few years or the last year, the last few months, and just look at everything that you have accomplished. And that means like emotional resilience and strength too, things that you've accomplished on all levels of your life, like mental, emotional, physical, yeah, anything like schooling, work, and how you like how you are as a person, because I'm getting the sense that, you know, your friends and family really appreciate you too. They appreciate who you are, your heart, what you do for them. So just really taking that pride inwards and being, yeah, just proud of who you are. Because you have done so much, Virgo. Like, you have accomplished so much in your life, and that doesn't just mean money, finances, work, or publicity. It also just means your strength of character, your integrity, how you carry yourself, the kindness that you give to other people. That is success. You know, Spirit doesn't look at your life like a checklist like humans do, and they're not like, oh, she got this job, you know, she has this much in her bank account. No, there's no check. I know we love to make checklists with this sign, but Spirit doesn't have those kinds of checklists. It's about, you know, how present you are for yourself and for other people, and how you carry yourself. And, you know, it's about evolving. And you need to respect and appreciate how much you have evolved in this life. Yeah, you need to appreciate and respect and be proud of how much what you've overcome, and yeah, who you are. Because you fucking deserve it, Virgo. You deserve a spa day. Maybe you should take a spa day, get a massage, go see a chiropractor. Yeah. Spirit just really saying work on that lower back, the lower chakras, and bring in a little bit of joy or pleasure into your life, and appreciate you, celebrate you. So yeah, I think that's all I have for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. Bye. Okay, hi Libras. Sun, moon, and rising. Happy birthday, as right now it is your season. Might not be when you're watching this video, but shout out to my Libras out there. I just want to start this reading by reminding you guys to drink water, because that message is coming through. Nourish yourselves, guys. As for your reading is concerned, I feel like you guys have a decision to make, which may not be your favorite thing to do, but Spirit is just calling on you to really, I don't know, maybe you have a meditation practice, or you do something to help clear your mind, because you are an air sign, so we can get caught up in the thoughts and running away, daydreaming, all of that stuff. Whatever you do personally to clear your mind, whether it be like working out, sports, music, meditation, whatever it is, Spirit's calling on you to sit in that for a little bit. For a lot of my readings, I'm actually getting that people need to reflect right now. But yeah, Spirit is calling you to envision your highest self. And what does that look like for you, Libras? So with this decision in mind, they want you to imagine down the road for what you want most in your life, who you want to be. What does it look like? What are you doing? What are your hobbies? What does it feel like? I'm getting a very goal-oriented reflection session that you need to do, because you're kind of at a crossroads right now. And let me make this clear, there is no wrong path. You cannot mess this up, okay? All roads and paths lead to Spirit. There is no mistakes. You can't do anything wrong, okay? Especially if you walk down that road consciously. That is the main thing that you need to hold, okay? Just walking consciously, being present as you move forward on whatever path that you pick and committing to it. I'm getting a sense that this is almost a karmic lesson for you of picking something and sticking with it. And it will bring you everything that you want it to, okay? Spirit's just saying, take this time to reflect, because yeah, they're just saying you can get everything you want. Your higher self and your guides, your angels and everyone is walking with you right now. All you need to do is connect to your higher self, your intuition. Make the decision and move forward in that. Because either way, you're going to get where you want to be. And the whole reason of sitting down and looking at the goals and where you want to go is that it will help you, it'll be easier for you to make that decision. And whatever decision this is, I'm sensing like big changes. And it might even just be internal big changes. Like I'm kind of sensing a level up for you guys on the evolutional spiral or path. Like I'm just sensing a level up. And maybe even making this decision and sticking strong to it is what's going to give you that level up. So don't worry too much about which path that you choose, okay? This isn't like a life or death thing. The growth is in making it and committing to it, okay? And doing so consciously and standing strong in that. And surrendering. That's a huge thing too, is surrender, because you need to reaffirm to yourself that there is no wrong choice here. And not to take everything so seriously. Yeah. Yeah. And you, like, honestly, that's a hard thing for me to say because I'm kind of getting the sense that you are taking it very seriously. But Spirit wants to tell you to enjoy the ride. And they're saying, we know that you might not be able to enjoy it quite yet. And this isn't easy for you. It's not meant to be easy for you. This is supposed to be hard because it's a big karmic lesson that you're meant to learn, okay? But they're standing with you. And you got this. Like they're saying, you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry. You're going to get where you want to be. You're guided. And just tune into your intuition because, yeah, you can't be steered wrong in this scenario. So yeah, just surrender and trust that Spirit's got your back no matter which path you choose. And just make sure you have your own back. And that you don't let other people sway you or their opinions sway you. Once you decide something, stick to it and don't keep asking for other people's opinions about it or being upset by it or creating like a dramatic narrative. Just stick to that path and, you know, fake it till you make it. Be confident about it until that confidence is real for you. Okay? All right. I hope that helped. That's all I'm seeing for you, Libras. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you lots of love and clarity and peace. Thank you. Okay. Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your reading. Very interesting energy that I'm getting from you guys right now. I feel a very, initially pulling your cards, I felt a very guarded energy, but also like a playful one with like a lot of dark humor about it. Kind of like you're going through something, but you're not sharing it with anybody else. You're kind of dealing with it on your own, and you might be a little like self-deprecating about it. Like that's the way that you're coping, is you're making jokes about it and you're playing light with it, and you're kind of laughing at how shitty the situation is or how shitty you're feeling. Yeah. And it's not easy what you're going through. I literally saw you carrying out a coffin and laughing the whole time, almost like a manic, like a Joker's laugh, laughing at the fact that like you've gone through this transformation or death or experience, and you're kind of making light of it, like I said. If you haven't yet gone through this transformation or difficult experience, I see that happening for you, Scorpios. Soon, maybe even in your season. Right now it's Libra season still. But Spirit wants me to tell you, one, don't be afraid. You have everything that you need to deal with this. It's not like you can't handle it. Okay, you can handle it. And they're also saying reach out to people. Even if you want to reach out to your friends and laugh with them about it. They're just saying don't isolate yourself. Okay? Don't handle this on your own, because that will not help you at all. You need to show yourself some love and care. And they're saying, like, even though it's good for you to do self-care and like do the face mask or read a good book or take a bath, the solitary self-care routine, as good as that is, they're saying make sure you reach out to people and your support systems, even if that's unusual for you or strange or you don't really do that. Spirit's saying make sure you do that. Yeah. There is strength in asking for help and asserting your needs, okay? And people want to help you. People care about you. I'm seeing a lot, like, yeah, a lot of resources. Even pulling on your spirit guides, if you're spiritual, pulling on your ancestors, asking for help from angels or whoever you calling on them, but definitely also calling on the people in your life, even if that's just to watch like funny movies with them. You know, it's just not being alone, not isolating yourself completely, okay? I'm not getting a lot of information about what this is that's going to happen or that has happened, just that it needed to. It's almost like a shedding process happening. Yeah, that needed to go. it needed to happen or needs to happen. Yeah, I get the strong sense. You're so intuitive, Scorpio. I get the sense that you kind of know that this is coming. Like you have a little spidey sense that this is coming. Maybe you've been having dreams that have been like a little ominous or maybe even disturbing or something like that, because your subconscious knows and is trying to tell you that something's going to go down. But yeah, I mean, Spirit wants me to reiterate that it will not give you something you can't handle, and that everything that happens is happening for us, not to us. So just stay strong in knowing that, as hard as that might be. I feel like, honestly, you're I know this is a collective reading, but like collectively, you guys have been through some shit. Like the people who pick your sign to come into the world, like you've been through some shit, okay? Like this honestly will probably be nothing, and compared to the other stuff you've been through, maybe that's why I saw you kind of cackling about it, because you're tough as nails and you've been through so much that what's one more thing, and you know at this point that everything that occurs in your life is for a higher purpose and it means something, and it's all about what you take from it, right? So this is just your reminder of that, and that your suspicions are true. As usual, Scorpio. All right, that's all I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Lots of love, guys. Okay, Sagittarius, welcome to your reading. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I am getting a common themed message throughout these readings today. I'm getting the message that now is a good time for you to rest, Sagittarius, to stop and reflect on what it is that you want, to reflect on where you're going, and even where you've been. I also got the message that if you have an air sign in your life that you're close to, that's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, if you have like a parent or a family member, someone who has your best interest at heart, I'm getting that they might have a message for you right now, Sagittarius, and to hear them out. Or if you have something that you're contemplating right now or that you're going through right now, that they are a good person for you to reach out to and talk to about this. Yeah, I'm just getting that they're going to have sound advice for you. And yeah, so for the end of this year, it's currently October, but I'm kind of seeing for the end of this year, you moving forward, taking action and steps towards things that you're passionate about. And I feel like right now, you just kind of, like, it's just a good time for you to rest. It's just a good time for you to rest, good time for you to reflect. And it's not like it's going to stop you from moving forward. I see that a lot of good things coming your way, success coming your way, whatever you've been working towards. I see all of your goals being reached, and that there's no rush to get to them. I know that might be a little frustrating, that things seem a little slow moving right now, but it's as they are meant to be. And no, this is a pretty chill reading for you guys. Yeah, I mean, you guys, you're such a go with the flow sign. Of course, it depends on the other aspects of your chart and everything, but for the most part, you're very optimistic, very go with the flow. I'm seeing that here. There's nothing major happening for you right now. You're not going through any major turmoil or anything like that. I'm just seeing you move towards what you're passionate about, what your goals are. And maybe right now you're just kind of making them a little bit clearer in your mind's eye of what you want. And yeah, moving towards them. I see success and a lot of even like self-esteem through pursuing these projects and making these moves. I feel like you're gonna feel really good about yourself and good about life in general when you start making moves and stepping towards your goals again. Maybe this year you have kind of had to stand still a lot, but you're getting back on that horse. And yeah, just gonna see if there's anything else for you guys. So if there is a clear and specific goal that you have in mind, Sagittarius, I'm getting the sense that it is end game for you. It will happen. It might take a while. You might have to be patient about it, and be in it for the long haul. But I see that whatever you want, it will be yours. I see a lot of joy and success in that area of whatever that you're working towards right now. And it will be very emotionally and financially fulfilling. It just might take a while. And maybe you know that, and maybe that's why you're able to take a break right now before you get back in it and move towards it again. I know a lot of the time that can be a little discouraging when you don't get instant results, but I see that this will be worth it for you. And yeah, yeah. So that is all I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for being here. Sending you lots of love. Bye. Hi, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your reading. So first I just want to start off with the vision that I had when I was shuffling your cards. So not sure how many of you have seen The Emperor's New Groove, but that vision kind of came up of like, you know how, shoot, I don't even think I remember the guy's name, but like the main character, the protagonist, with the family, and they live on top of this hill. And he has a long way to go up that hill, but at the very top is his loving family, his wife, his kids. It's like his paradise, right? But to get there, he has to go all the way up this hill, or this mountain, if you will. And I just saw you going up the mountain, but you were carrying this like big wagon of all this stuff. And the message was coming through to let some of your baggage go, and that's not what's important. What's important to you is, well, first of all, your well-being, and second of all, what's at the top of that hill, what goal you're striving for, what life you want to make for yourself, and is the stuff you're carrying even worth it? Is it worth it? Is it actually helping you? Or is it just something that you don't want to let go of? So just like a little food for thought. And with the cards that I pulled, they kind of reflected that energy quite well. You know, it feels like you're carrying too much by yourself, Capricorn. Like you're carrying the whole load of things. And it's time for you to ask yourself some hard-hitting questions. Like, do you want to keep going like this? Do you want to keep moving forward like this? It's time to bring some clarity into your life and some balance into your life and some justice into your life. Like, you don't need to go about all these goals on your own. Okay, that's what this spread is saying. Like, look at these people aren't even looking at each other, paying any mind to each other. And then bringing in that discernment and clarity into your life. It's like a stopping point of, okay, do I want to keep moving forward like this, or do I want to start moving forward like this, and actually sharing the load, collaborating with people, letting other people support you, opening up the burden or whatever it is, or just letting it go completely if you can. If you can't, Capricorn, then Spirit's saying reach out to people. And I know that's hard for your sign because, you know, you're like the best of the best and you know what you want and you're very capable, so fucking capable. But this isn't about being capable. This is about, there is strength in being vulnerable and asking for help. That's your main message in this reading, Capricorn, is that it's okay. It's actually encouraged to ask for help because nobody goes this life alone. And they say nobody achieves anything alone either. I mean, because life is all about people and relationships. I mean, that whole analogy about him walking up the mountain or the hill was that his family was there waiting for him, because that's what's important in life, is love and relationships. And, you know, you reaching out to people during this time when you're not there yet, when you haven't completely reached your goals yet, might make for some really good stories or for some really good times for you to reflect on in the future. You might be so grateful that you opened up to people, you know? Yeah. Because that's kind of what life's all about. Just a little reminder to appreciate that you're not alone and that you're not weak for asking for help. And you might be surprised by how you feel when you do share the burden, or when you do share what you're going through right now. People might offer some perspectives. I know with the Capricorn energy, like I have a Capricorn Mars, and I know that I kind of have this like little bit of a superiority complex where I'm like, I know the best way to do things, and I don't want to release control to other people because I'm like, well, I know best. But the thing is other people's perspectives will surprise you, and they could offer something, a perspective that you might not see for yourself. So anyways, Spirit's just saying that it is worth it to reach out to people and to walk up that hill with people beside you. People that you trust, but with people beside you. Okay, that's all I have for you, Capricorn. Thank you so much for being here. Hello to all of my Aquariuses, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Risings. Welcome to your reading. I've got to say, this is the first deck that 4 have popped out. The first sign where 4 have popped out. The reading's kind of unconventional for this one, but I mean, That sounds perfect for Aquarius, so let's get into it. I actually immediately am getting starseed energy. Like, I mean, Aquariuses can often get called aliens. That's kind of the energy that I'm initially picking up on in this reading. That when you came down here in this life, you're almost like looking at things for the first time, or the certain systems and structures that are set up, the social norms, everything. You're looking at it like, you know, with that open curiosity of, oh, well, that's interesting. That's how they do things here on this planet. Like you're just, yeah, open curiosity, seeing things for the first time. This definitely isn't the first time you've incarnated here. I'm getting the sense that you have lived many, 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 many lives here, or on other planets too, but on Earth especially. You've definitely been here before. So I'm picking up a very mature soul. I know this is a collective reading, but that's mostly what I'm picking up on because, you know, especially with the Aquarius sign, it can go one of two ways. You can look at the structure set up here and the belief systems, the rules, etc., and you can easily get mad about them because Aquariuses are so forward thinking and so advanced in their evolution that they see what should be, and to look around and see that things are so archaic and primitive still, it can be very frustrating. But that's part of the reason why Aquariuses are born into this world, is to help change that and be a pioneer for the collective's highest good and highest healing. So we can either get mad about it, kick up dirt, and like cross our arms and throw a fit, or we can be curious and open-minded and like not take on those societal norms or beliefs or limitations, but acknowledge them for what they are and move forward in our own way, in our own forward thinking, and not letting that stop us. And that's kind of how I'm seeing you walking around in the world. Because like I said, I think you've lived many lives, and you may have needed in this life to go on an inner pilgrimage or retreat, like you know, maybe you've done plant medicine, taken ayahuasca, seen shamans, you know, pursued unconventional paths in order to wake yourself up and connect to source or your higher self. I definitely see you're very divinely connected. So, you know, we all need that because we start fresh in a sense to each life where we get the amnesia, you know, so we need to remember. And I kind of see that you have done that. And that you are a beacon of light for people. This is a very big picture and abstract reading compared to the other ones, which kind of makes sense. But yeah, I just see you as like this beacon of light, this star child coming into the world to make it heaven on earth and to assist in that mission. And maybe what you need to hear right now, Aquarius, if you're questioning things, if you're down right now, if you're confused right now, if you're lost right now, I need to let you know that you are safe here. I know that it can be discouraging being down here and confusing, and it's very dense, and we miss that light frequency, the higher frequency. We miss home. Aquariuses are known to be cosmically homesick a lot and maybe not even know that that's what it is. But that feeling of feeling alienated and alone and like no one understands you, it's usually because you feel homesick. And Spirit just wants to encourage you to stay strong and resilient, and to know that you're not crazy for having the beliefs and the values that you do. You are, in fact, very sane, and you're important. You're important to people in your life. Oh, I'm getting a very heavy energy. Perhaps you've been feeling suicidal or depressed lately, or anxious. I want to make sure, Aquarius, that you know that the people in your life really value you. They really appreciate you, even if they don't tell you. You're very important to people. Even your energy, your vibration, your presence, even to people who barely know you or who have been coworkers in the past, whatever, you leave a mark on people. They think about you. Okay? A lot of people probably even dream about you, because I have a feeling that you are a spirit guide for many, many, many people. And even if they're unconscious and they're not aware of why they think about you so much or care about you so much, it's because you carry that high frequency of home, of what it feels like to be home, to be safe, to be in that high dimension where we all came from. You carry that within you, even when you're depressed, even when you're confused and lost and down, you carry that. So you are very important to people, and Spirit wants you to reach out to them. Whoever you call on, your angels, your guides, yourself, your higher self, Spirit is encouraging you to connect to that and replenish yourself, nourish your soul. There were some other readings where I had to tell people to like work out or drink water or whatever. But for you guys, it's nourish your soul, meditate, connect, go into nature for an extended period of time, okay? Whatever helps you get out of your funk in the past, do it. Because you're too important to just, wallow in this low vibrational energy. It's time you pick yourself back up, step back into your power, and move forward in that. I'm sorry if I'm being really harsh right now. It's just like this needs to be said. Yeah, this needs to be said. I'm just trying to feel out if there's any other messages that are coming through for you. I feel like you're tired, and Spirit sees that, okay? Spirit feels that you're tired. They're saying ask for help. Ask. I'm mostly getting that you need to ask your angels and guides for help, but I'm absolutely sure that asking people in your physical life will be beneficial for you too. But ask, and you will receive. With the air signs, as Aquariuses are, it can be easy for us to bog ourselves down with negative thoughts and get all twisted and tangled up in those webs, and it can be hard to get ourselves out again. But knowing Aquarius and the energy that they have. I'm sure you've been in this situation many, many times. So again, whatever you've done in the past to help yourself out of that, they're suggesting you do it again. And yeah, this isn't how your story is meant to end, Aquarius. There is nothing but beauty, heaven on earth, success in your future here. So pull on that inner strength that you have and continue to be your unique, authentic self, which will save the planet. And that is not an exaggeration. So that's all I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your reading. So right away, I'm seeing that you guys have been hustling lately. I feel like you've been very much involved in the tangible stuff and kind of avoiding your emotions. Sorry to come at you. But yeah, that's what I see. Or you've been like very good at distracting yourself lately. Like you've been flitting from like one thing to another because you might be feeling some turbulent emotions and you haven't really wanted to look at them. Like I get the sense that you're like, oh, I just want a break. I don't want to have to deal with this. I know with Pisces, they're like super emotional and can easily get overwhelmed with all that they feel. So I'm seeing you hustling, like either with work, with creative projects, or just reaching for things to put in your line of vision so that you don't have to focus inwards too much. However, Pisces, you need to know that you are at the end of a big cycle. It's feeling karmic, so it's kind of a big deal. I know that you're tired. I know that you've shed a lot in the past, and that you're very good at healing yourself and working on yourself. I'm sure you've healed a lot and overcome a lot. Spirit's just saying that you're like right there, okay? Don't give up now. They're like, I know that you're tired and that you just kind of want to turn off your brain and not deal with stuff, with the heavy stuff anymore. But this is important. Spirit's saying you gotta give it attention, the attention that it deserves, because this thing that you're avoiding isn't a big issue. It's like residue of an old issue, you know? So the sooner you look at it, the sooner you're going to alchemize it and transform it and let it go. Whereas if you keep avoiding it, it's going to snowball and get bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're going to mistake it for that big monstrous issue, core issue jumping on your back again, and you're going to wonder, why is this still happening? Like a lot of self-deprecating or victim mentality coming through, but all that can be avoided if you give it the attention that it deserves, because it is a teacher for you, Pisces. And, you know, it is the end of a cycle. I'm seeing strongly with the 10 here. So, yeah, big abundance, like emotional. I feel like when you look at this and clear it, you're going to be very proud of yourself, because you can look at where you first were when you were dealing with this issue, and you can look at where you're at now, and you're going to easily be able to compare the differences in both, in like how you even approach this issue. Like, I know we're talking about you avoiding it a little bit, but compared to how you once dealt with this issue, I'm seeing a huge improvement. So they're just saying keep it up. Keep that up, Pisces. Yeah, and then with the Nine of Wands here too, it's like another card affirming that this issue is dead and gone. Like, send it off, Pisces. Send it off. Look at it. Give it the attention it wants one more time. You know, say goodbye. Say thank you. Goodbye. That's really important that you do that. And, you know, I know you've been through it. I need to validate you right now. Like, I know that you're tired and that you've been through it. Maybe even this year in particular, you've been through a lot. So Spirit sees you, Spirit hears you, Spirit is offering you guidance and wisdom and support and inner peace if you choose to take it, which you can. That inner peace is there. It's unlimited. You just need to tap into it. And they're just saying, like, you don't need to. I'm getting this sense, like, I'm feeling a little bit like you don't want to look at it because you're worried that it's just going to keep happening and you're sick and tired of it and you're like a little bit suspicious. You're like, if I tap into this, then I'm going to have to go through it all over again, or, you know, it just won't stop. But that's not true. That's your ego reinforcing this pattern, okay? You just need to break through that and sit down in a quiet spot and be with it. And like I said, send it off, be grateful for it, turn gratitude in towards it, because it isn't meant to last. It's over, Pisces. It's over. And you not continuing to not look at it is just making you extend that icky feeling and extend that, you know, resentment or bitterness towards life and towards spirit. You just need to cut through that bullshit. Give it some attention. Like I said, I'm sorry I'm repeating myself. And yeah, send it off with love. And it's over. Okay, it's over. Yeah. All right, that's all I'm seeing for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sending you a lot of love. Thank you, thank you, thank you.